Hey, Back to Basics. It's Dana, MsDanaGerous, and today's topic is about mindfulness. I actually got this handout at work through a wellness coaching program that I have the opportunity to participate in, and I'd heard this term mindfulness before, but not quite in this way. So, the handout said, part of developing successful health-promoting behaviors involves mindfulness. Mindfulness refers to being completely in touch with and aware of the present moment. So, the questions, do I agree with this statement? Why or why not? Well, first of all, I will say that I definitely agree with the first part of developing successful health-promoting behaviors involves mindfulness. Yes. I think that's true whether you're talking about weight loss, whether that you're talking about exercise, whether you're talking about quitting smoking, whether that you're talking about just healthy eating in general. That's the health-promoting behaviors. If you're talking about learning and developing health-promoting behaviors, definitely mindfulness is a key in that. Now, where I will say that there's a little differing, I'd not heard the term mindfulness defined exactly this way. So for me, mindfulness was an awareness, right? You got to pay attention to, you got to be aware of certain things. Well, I kind of like this in the fact it's causing me to twist my thinking about a little bit differently and a little bit deeper, which is it's not just being aware, okay? It is being completely in touch with and aware of the present moment. Okay. So this is not about just, hey, I know that I need to, drink my water. It's good for me, and I need to pay more attention to drinking my water. This is at specific times of the day, I stop and I say, right now, where I'm at, have I, where am I at with my thirst level? Where am I at with for feeling my body? Okay. What are my signals that my body is telling me it does or does not need water? What is my brain telling me as far as how much water I have taken in? Okay. And adjusting all of those factors. And then also, if it's time to drink water, stopping and thinking, okay, let me drink this in a, controlled manner so that I'm not going to, barf up drinking too fast or hurt because I'm drinking too fast. Okay, that's a little silly when you think for water because that's not where I have trouble. Eating is something different, right? So it is the clock says it's 11 a.m. or 11:30 or 12 and it's time for lunch, okay? And maybe I was thoughtful and present enough in the moment to pack my lunch, my healthy lunch, but there's a whole lot of work for me to do. And it's really tempting to, sit at my desk and eat my lunch. But when I do that, I'm not fully in touch with the present moment of my meal. And so I'm not paying attention to my body signals of when I'm full. I'm not paying attention to how fast I'm eating and how big the bites are, etc., etc. So those are two little illustrations to just kind of show that this idea of stopping, getting away from distractions. I keep looking at the words I have on my phone here. Mindfulness refers to being completely in touch with and aware of the present moment. Okay, that is, for me, something that if I were brutally honest, I have difficulty with. I have a lot of difficulty with. So, do I agree with the statement? Yes, I think I do. Do I believe that it's an easy thing to do? No, I don't think it's an easy thing to do for most of us. And if we're talking, whether we're talking about our weight loss journey or whether or not we're talking about anything else, interacting with other people, if the focus of the question is part of developing successful health promoting behaviors, right? If you're talking about trying to quit smoking, well, a lot of times smoking or other kinds of behaviors are linked with something else, right? And so we're smoking a cigarette at the same time we're in a bar, okay, drinking. Does that mean that we're fully present in the moment of the cigarette? Probably not. I don't know. I think it's an interesting thought. The next part of the question, do I practice mindfulness? Okay, yeah, I'll say I practice it, but boy, I have a long way to go till I get perfect. I go through fits and spells where I say that I work on being present and being in touch with and aware of the present moment. I do fairly well at certain things for a while, and then I have a tendency to stop that and then, not do so well for a while. Why is that? Lots and lots of distractions, whether that's our cell phone, the television, the iPad, the radio, the coworkers, the work that's at our desk, the husband, the kids, just the crazy stuff in our brain. Sometimes I can't even sleep at night because there's so much stuff running through my head. It's not worry necessarily, it's just processing. So for me, I have a real hard time like meditating or praying, anything where I'm trying to just really focus down to one thing. I have a hard time with that. I always have. So things that I do to help me, okay. Number one, where I have been more successful is I have started using a little journal to help me with certain behaviors that I track, carry it with me. It's not really journaling, but it's more of a stop, pause, the writing it down. So I'm tracking certain things. I am tracking water, but there's other certain things that I'm kind of tracking. It's the pause. It's the pause and stop and think about where am I at right now, right? And go from there. So that has helped me. Getting away in my exercise routine has really helped me in this way to some extent. My primary form of exercise is walking. I don't particularly like to walk with other people. I like to do it by myself because I can be more focused on just being in my body and the physical sensation and also the enjoyment and just letting myself be free and not worry about stuff I have to do or keeping a conversation or is somebody walking too fast or I'm not walking fast enough or whatever. And so that has helped me. I have taken a little bit of a class, a yoga class. It's a special form of yoga, Vina yoga, through my work. And one of the things that she has tried to get us to do is breathe. And and the yoga breaths are in and out through the nose. And so she talks about, well, if you're stressed, if you're feeling tension, then stop, pause, and you do 5 or 6 just in and out breaths. That will help you typically focus on the present. Okay, it like puts a break in. Try another thing that I try to do as far as meals is, I don't know, it's work more than home. I probably should be better about it at home, but it's just my husband and I. But work, I have a bad tendency. I used to do this before I had surgery, and I broke the habit for a long time, and now it's creeping back in, where I was eating at my desk and working through lunch. And I will guarantee you what happens when I am doing that is I'm not paying attention to how much I'm eating, how fast I'm eating. I'm not getting the pleasure and feeling satiated, and I'm not listening to my body signals and stuff because my mind is not there. My mind is not focused where it needs to be during the act of eating. Okay? So there are certain things where your mind needs to be focused on the act that you are performing. I think in our society as a whole, we are getting very, very, very distracted. So this is going to be my challenge over the next week. So my goal for the next week, and I would ask you to join me in this goal. And I'm gonna I'm gonna pull out an old, the old practice. So I didn't pre-think this. We'll try to make it a smarter goal. Okay. So over the next 7 days, I am going to make a conscious effort to practice mindfulness at meal times. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's what I'm going to commit to. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. So what am I going to do? I am going to not multitask while I eat. Ooh, this is going to be hard. I am going to stop, take a moment, focus on being in my body and what am I going to do to eat, and I'm not going to multitask while I eat. And I'm going to then, at the end of the meal, take a checkpoint. Have I been aware and in the present moment for this meal time? And if so, clap myself on the back. If not, think about it for the next meal that will be coming down the road, because there's always another meal, in order to identify, what can I do better next time in order to be more mindful for my breakfast, lunch, dinner. So that's my goal for the next week. What will your goal be? Have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.